Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is your boy Swaggy Dilly or Dylan Zachariah, and we have Chris here.
Hey, look, we're wearing matching shirts.
Yeah, I just noticed that
I didn't
actually.
even notice it.
So, Chris, as usual, we always start off the
With
podcast
COVID.
with the COVID-19
I didn't
update.
check the stats today. I've been super busy the whole day. Didn't
I
even have
shall
time to
check.
make a script. Give me the Uno cards.
Here you go.
Yeah, let's bring out the Uno cards. My hair is like getting really annoying. It's getting in my face all the time. Oh God. Oh.
So the cases are at
How many cases are we at today?
78,000. And we've had
Nearing 80.
9,000 total in Tamil Nadu. And we have 9,000. I don't know what we have today. But yeah, this was updated 30 minutes ago.
Mm.
And yeah, it's 78,000 at the moment.
Sad scenes.
Almost 78. I mean, just over 78. But
Oh, this is going to be a perfect shuffle. And swish.
so I was actually just watching something, and I thought we'd talk about it.
What?
So, well, in the past, I would say, like, in the past 3 years, I think, consoles have really blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the PS4 and the Xbox One, they've all come out with, like, their pro versions of it, like the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One X. And now
Xbox One X.
we're coming into the next generation of consoles. So that means the PS4 and the Xbox One are no longer going to be next gen consoles.
Yeah, but they're still going to be premium consoles, no matter what.
Yeah, but there's going to be bigger consoles and
Yeah,
better
everybody's
consoles.
moving into like VR and everything. I think that's going to be the next step. Mobility and accessibility is going to be the next step, I think.
I think their graphics and stuff, there's still a lot to gain in that, which I think they're doing this year. Like Xbox One X series is, or no, it's Xbox X series, I think, not Xbox One X series. Xbox X series.
Where are your headphones?
Not wearing them today. And that's basically like their highest, and it's got apparently the console apparently is so fast that there isn't even load times. So like GTA 5, which is a game that I'm pretty sure, if one thing everyone had to say they hate about it is the
Okay.
thing of
Actually, I'm going to remove my headphones today as well. Ah, this feels so much better. What were you saying?
yeah. So I think the thing is like GTA 5, if one thing someone hates about GTA 5 is probably the load times.
Yeah, of course. It takes like 20 minutes just to get out through the load screen.
Exactly. And
On no matter what device you have, no matter if it's brand new or old, it just always takes forever.
but I think with this console, it's like it's down to like 20% of what it used to be.
Which console?
The new Xbox One X series.
Just to let you know, your mic is a little bit low. I could hear it.
Mm.
It was a little bit low.
Is it now? I think it's alright.
It could be okay. But yeah, I've never been an Xbox fan. But I wanted to actually talk about something else. A lot of people are just missing, restaurants during COVID-19. I've been asking a lot of people, like, what do you miss most about, having the freedom of going out and everything. They've all said restaurants. They've not said, go-karting. They've not said, bungee jumping. They've not said surfing. They've all said, I miss outdoor food. Oh man, I would kill for a pizza right now, straight up.
I mean, we're still having some pretty decent food at home.
Yeah,
to
but
be
it's not
fair.
it's not greasy, fat-filled food. You know what I mean? Like it's not that high
Yeah, but-
cholesterol, not good for you chicken nuggets that you get at McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still enjoying the
I mean, it's not bad what we're having here. I mean, last night we had sushi. tonight we had biryani. But like I would.
And we had burgers for lunch. Like
Yeah.
we're eating good.
We're eating good, but it's just not grease filled. It's not the same thing, like I don't know how to explain it.
And so obviously, talking about COVID-19 and how it's fucking up everyone's plans. We obviously promote social distancing and everything. And lockdown has been extended till the 31st.
And it's going to keep getting extended. They're going to say 31st, and on the 1st, they're going to be like 15th, and on the 16th, they're going to be like 31st again. Yeah. Mark my words. Chris said it on podcast number 13. Quarantine will not end until the end of August 2020, at least.
I think it'll end by July.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't know. I mean, we're in red zone.
We are in a red zone, but I don't know if it's only Tamil Nadu that's under lockdown or if it's all of India.
No, it's not all of India. There's a lot of
it's only Tamil Nadu.
There's a lot of green zones and there's a lot of red zones, so it's like a mixture.
All the green zone people be flexing.
But yeah, I mean, the CM of Tamil Nadu said he doesn't want the lockdown to end. He doesn't want any sort of transport coming.
I think a lot of chief ministers.
But I actually spoke to a friend of mine who's Indian, who's in the U.S. He said that in like 2 weeks, flights to India are going to start coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's good news for that also. If you're stuck abroad, you'll be able to come home in 2 weeks. But then again, for those who are stuck abroad, probably enjoying it.
Like, it's going to be so unreal on how many restrictions there are going to be.
Yeah, but supposedly he was telling me that he got a seat on a flight to come to India. He's got a spot fixed for him. And supposedly when he lands, they're going to put him in some sort of hotel and quarantine him there. And I was like, don't expect it to be the Taj or something. And he's like, no, bro, it's going to be a nice hotel and everything. I'm like, okay, then this isn't funded by the government. It's somebody else who's funding. It might be a private sector, because why would the government like bring people home, put them in a 5-star hotel, and then for a quarantine? Like, that doesn't make sense. But
there's actually a similar thing about this in Bangalore. Anyone traveling to Bangalore via road or however you're traveling to Bangalore, there's this one hotel, or like there's a couple of hotels where you're supposed to quarantine there for 2 weeks, and like a night it's $2,500.
I mean, it's possible.
But there's no way you can get out of
Taj.
it. There's no way you can get out of it. Even if you need to just cross through Bangalore, you have to stay there for 2 weeks. There's no way you can like get out of it.
Do you want to go stay there for 2 weeks?
Like we have friends like DJ, and he was supposed to only come here to Chennai for like a couple of days, but then lockdown started and he got caught up in it, and he's been in Chennai, which is not the problem. The problem is that his dog is in Bangalore. And he needs to. A big interruption right there, but either way, we're back.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying that the whole lockdown thing is he got caught up in it, and his dog is in Bangalore, and I think his father's trying to get his dog into Chennai, but that's the problem with Bangalore, is that he has to stay in Bangalore for 2 weeks, and yeah, that's not going to be a good scene.
Yeah, well, who's his dog with right now?
It's at a dog hotel.
Then it's not so bad. I mean,
yeah,
he's
but
enjoying.
I mean, he's
at a hotel too for lockdown.
Yeah, but he's like, it's expensive. It's not cheap to keep your dog. Like, you're spending. I think he's spending like $30,000 a month to keep his dog there. So yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Yeesh. I mean, I feel like they should like make it put a discount. Like, it's not like he wants the dog to be there. He obviously wants the dog to come home. So I'm sure they're giving some sort of discount. Hopefully. I mean, on the other sense, Tasmax and everything are making huge amounts of money because of the price hikes. Even, things like ganja and everything all around. Everything of substance is being hiked in prices. Everything.
Even cigarettes.
Even groceries.
Cigarettes are also being hiked. Everything's being hiked.
You know what I don't understand? Is freaking gas prices. how, when no one needs gas, how are gas prices going up? How does that make sense? No one needs gas. Why
Maybe
would
generators.
Yeah, but why would you charge more? Like in the U.S., when stuff like this happens, gas gas stocks or whatever, the gas prices crash and they become extremely cheap. Here it's like the exact opposite. The shit crashes, the shit becomes more expensive.
I mean, if you think about it, what do they use the most? They use diesel. So
Yeah, but
generators use diesel.
we're
Very
not.
few people use petrol.
But we're not exactly traveling around, so there's a lot less gas to be used.
That's true. I mean, today we got a picture of a Boeing 747 flying really low over our house, which was surprising because not many planes have been flying.
I think those are cargo planes actually.
Yeah,
coming
I think
in.
those are supplies coming in because why else would a 747 be flying so freaking low? But yeah.
But I mean, like restaurants and like factories and stuff, they're all working at 33%. They're allowed to work at 33%. So there's still work going around, but it's a lot less and a lot less carbon emissions being released. And yeah, it's good for the environment as well. There's a lot of good that comes out of this because we learn what we're capable of. And
Yeah, people also companies have learned that people don't need to be in office from
Exactly.
9 to 5 every
you know
day
how much money they could save
by
like
keeping people
companies
at home.
and
Yeah,
doing work
without
from
without investing in office space and everything.
Exactly.
A lot of companies should take advantage of this lesson. And if you could have your employees be at home and do the job, I know they're gonna probably be like distracted with like something that's going on in the house and everything. But if they can work at home, you can save money by closing down your offices and having them work from home. It's a huge advantage, especially IT companies. Like the size of the. Have you ever been inside of an IT company?
It's massive.
It's huge. And imagine how much money they would save. How much, and then when they save money in these cases, they can start increasing salaries also. Like there's
Exactly,
more
they-
money to go around.
Exactly, because they're using less on spaces, they have more profits that they can use either towards their inventory or towards their
Exactly.
employees. We do have some questions going on from Delia. He says, "What's up and how's everything?" Well, everything's good. I mean, it's lockdown, right? Nothing like crazy happening, but enjoying the lockdown as well.
Enjoying
Working
it.
out, going swimming and stuff. And I just got a new rig, so I'm doing a lot of racing as well. I did 80 laps today. My butt, like sitting down on this chair, is becoming extremely hurtful for my ass right now.
What is your lap time on that track that I was racing on? Your fastest lap time?
What lap time did you do?
140. I did 240, and then 260, and then 258, and then I did 140.
My fastest lap time is 136.
Oof.
Trust me, it's much harder than you
Oof. That was my third try. The third lap that I did 140.
think.
It's
The
only a matter of
fastest lap
time.
time is 135.5. So yeah.
Oof.
There's no way you'll make up that much time unless you
Oof.
practice
Big
or did
oof.
as many laps that I did.
I don't. You never know. Like I've seen people go into a career and just have no knowledge about it, but excel immediately. Like it's just either the how fast you pick up something or how good you are or how dedicated you are to it. It's
It
just
is
that
actually a lot of practice.
it is a lot of practice, but some people are just good naturally.
You should get another PS4.
I don't have any money, bro. I can't buy another one. And so I'm waiting for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so we can start posting ads. So I can use that to buy a PS4.
We should start using Google Pay. I'm gonna sort that out. I need to sort that out. Because Google Pay is so convenient.
I don't have Google Pay.
Yeah, but Google Pay is so convenient. All they have to do is put a number in, there, send as much as they like, and the donation should pop up on the screen.
It's a lot easier than using Twitch.
A lot easier. Twitch, you have to. I think the reason why Twitch isn't doing well in India is because you have to have an Amazon account. And not everyone has an Amazon account. Like, if you could use your Google account, it's different because all you have to do is just sign in with Google. But now you have to make an Amazon account.
Forget
register
that.
the
What about
number.
Paytm? Like, Paytm used to be free for everyone. Now you need to have an Aadhaar card in order to use Paytm. Like, that's
KYC, yeah.
that's
It
pretty
sounds
messed up.
stupid.
It's pretty messed up. Like,
It was a rule that was brought by the government, but now it's not needed. So I don't know why.
But I still
Paytm
I still can't
yeah,
do it.
exactly. I don't know why Paytm still doesn't. I think you can only buy stuff online. You can't send money. You can't receive money.
That's stupid. I mean, I used to use Paytm all the time. I used to
Everyone
go.
used to use Paytm. That was the norm, and then they fucked up. Let's just say, they fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure they're trying everything at redemption, but Google Pay has just been that much better. Google Pay is so much easier. I think the only difference between Paytm and Google Pay is that you don't need a bank account on Paytm. You can store everything on your number.
Yeah, that was one of the advantages. I mean, if I log into my old Paytm account, I'll probably have some like 4,000 rupees in it, but I can't access it or do anything with it, which is messed up.
Google Pay, I think a lot of the reason why people love Google Pay is that to transfer money on like the HDFC, like let's just say HDFC, to transfer money on the HDFC app is like extremely difficult and extremely time consuming. And also like doing stuff like wire transfer and stuff takes some time, whereas Google Pay like immediately goes to your account and like you can immediately send money. So I think that's why a lot of people love.
Yeah, and you can send money from your Google Pay to straight to a bank account also, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can have a UPI. You can send it to people with a UPI. It's very convenient.
But not for people who.
And you can earn money on it. Let's not forget that. I know someone that's gotten $800 off of one of those scratch cards.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The scratch cards and rewards.
So just so everybody knows, we're only going to be doing a podcast until 11 today. We haven't yet decided whether we're going to be going live tomorrow, but Jesus, she's so loud.
I know.
She's so loud. She's got. I wish there was like. Have you ever seen this movie called Click with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
About the magic remote.
Yeah.
I wish that we had one of those remotes where you go click and mute button. But we haven't decided whether we're going to be going live tomorrow. But if we do, we will let you guys know on Instagram. That is where we do all of our updating and everything. By the way, I was looking at your money spent on Instagram, and it's a little bit confusing to me what's happened. Like it says like the money's there, but it's not being used.
Money's there.
Yeah, $6.
No, it's the $6 is what the ad itself is. I haven't put any money towards it though because it's not letting me use my card. For some reason, you have to use it through Facebook, and for some reason my Facebook says, "Oh, this card can't be used."
Then use my Facebook. Anyway, DCZ is tied to my Facebook.
My card can't be used. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna use Dad's card maybe, and just send him the money.
Dad has a MasterCard, right? I think that should work.
Yeah, he has Visa and MasterCard.
I think MasterCard would work better. We have Visa.
I have
cards.
a MasterCard, Chris.
Then I don't know, bro. Then I don't know. Some strange things are happening with Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
The paint is dry.
I'm still obsessed with the paint job. I want to redo it though.
I'm still scared to put my iPad on it though.
I want to redo it. I did this design.
I think obviously we still need to sort out some stuff, like the technical stuff of the Paytm and Google Pay, and then if we're gonna do 2 cameras or not.
I haven't agreed to that just yet. I like the 1 camera idea because I spent so much time designing the table, but he really wants 2 cameras, so we're gonna have to meet somewhere in the middle. It'll probably be 2 cameras in the middle of the table.
Probably. I think my main concern is that we're now in an area where we have a door that leads to someone's room and then a door that leads to my room. So like if someone's walking in, we don't want that person to be seen because they might not want to be seen. I don't really care much, but they might not want to be seen.
If you want, we can always move the entire setup to another room.
Good. We'll have to see.
Have to figure it out.
So, is Daria still here? He actually used to watch all my live streams on YouTube.
Used to, but this is podcast number 13. Why is he only showing up now?
Probably, he hasn't been on Instagram.
Oh,
He just requested to follow me on Instagram.
He keeps making new accounts.
Yeah, exactly.
I was checking out some Twitter posts. It was people posting from random smart devices. Somebody uploaded a photo saying, "My mom took my phone. I'm super mad. Hashtag talk to you guys later." And you know where it was uploaded from? An LG smart fridge. Oh God. But to further our previous talks, we were talking about Elon Musk earlier this week and his current endeavors. Mainly we're talking about his robot son who needs to be plugged into the wall when he goes to sleep. And we
Tesla
were
son.
Tesla son. And then we were talking about Tom Cruise being shooting a movie in space, partnering up with NASA and Elon Musk. SpaceX. And we were also talking about the fact that Elon has this idea to use microchips to cure, people who have disabilities or people who have, a psychological or mental disorder like ADHD, bipolar, things like this. But then my argument against that was, if anybody has seen Kingsman 2, you'll know why having microchips is a bad idea. Dylan has not seen this movie yet, so he doesn't know. But I think it's a bad idea. And now we have aliens flying around, the government saying aliens are around. 2020 is just really bad. Really, 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 really bad. And that too, there was a gas leak recently in India. Did you just hear about that?
A gas leak?
There was a huge gas leak. A lot of people died and a lot of people got sick. Like it was somewhere up north, I think. There was a huge gas leak. Like I think a factory or something had a leak. A lot of people died. A lot of people got sick. A lot of people were hospitalized. So just a bunch of bad shit's happening in 2020. It's just not a good year. Everybody
getting
thought
some Chernobyl vibes right now.
Yeah. Everybody thought that 2020 was gonna be good. Everybody who was celebrating on New Year's was probably like, this is gonna be my year. Probably listening to Joyner Lucas and everything, thinking it's gonna be great. And then Valentine's Day comes, and then a month after that, boom. Did you know that the Teletubbies are actually 9 feet tall?
The fuck?
9 feet tall.
Yo, Chris. So I was just watching a video, or there's a bunch of memes about Joe Rogan.
Here we go again, Joe Rogan. Okay.
So Joe Rogan has this huge fascination with DMT.
Okay.
Like he always wants to ask someone if they've ever had DMT.
Okay.
DMT, is it DMT or DMZ? DMT.
Okay.
So and it comes up in the most random times. So someone could say, oh shit, I got into a car accident and shit, and then he'll just completely switch the topic, out of nowhere, and he'll be like, yo, that's so sad. Have you ever tried DMT? You should see some of the people that he has on his podcast. It's too funny.
Bro, I wanna. You know what? My dream is to have one guest on our podcast, and that is Howard Stern. I would love to have Howard Stern on our podcast.
You know who I want to have on the podcast?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Naveen Richards.
That actually might be possible. We'll take a beer, go tell him I'm sorry for standing up in your show, bro. Like, my friend's got a request. Can you show up? Oh, but he's actually kind of funny. Naveen Richards, Star
Could you
Boys.
imagine having a comedian on the podcast? That would be the best podcast.
I don't think I'll attend that podcast. Yeah, having a comedian, okay,
We'll
show
die.
up. It
We'll
will die.
slowly
He'll take our
die.
case. Of course, he'll take our case. Having a comedian's going to be the funniest thing ever. But I bet the first thing he's going to talk about is our haircuts. First thing he'll talk about.
For sure.
He'll be like, oh, ponytail. Oh, fake ass Justin Bieber. And it'll happen.
He actually does watch a lot of. He does actually view a lot of our stories and stuff. I posted after I went for a show. I posted saying, it was a great show and shit, and he reposted that. Then he's watched some of Mom's stuff, and yeah, I mean he does keep up with his followers. I got to give him that.
How many followers does he have on his page right now?
100K, I think, 100 plus.
We should shoot him an email. I bet you he's bored at home.
Kenny Sebastian does a podcast.
I know that.
Could you imagine having Naveen and Kenny? That's it, done. Fucking these two.
I just want Kenny and Kabir, to be honest. I think that would be funny. Oh, speaking of Kabir, ECM is one of their members,
Kabir
Kabir
Lal.
Lal, is releasing his new single tomorrow. So be sure you guys check it out. On their, it'll be on YouTube, right? I think so.
Yeah, it'll be on
It'll be
YouTube.
So you just gotta
and
search
eventually
ECM.
Spotify, most likely
East Coast
everything.
Movement. You can check it out, his new single. We did have them on our previous podcast.
First ever guest.
First ever guest. So, we're going to keep spreading the love. Check it out. I'll post a link to the video as soon as it releases tomorrow. I'll post it on our account. You guys can watch it there. And next week, we are having another musician join us. Musician.
You want to spoil it?
I don't think anybody will know his name. Yeah, anybody right now will know his name. Well, I won't spoil it, but I'll post it on the Instagram page, of course, like how I always do. I like to, do it randomly. Like, I'll tell you guys it'll happen tomorrow, and I'll just do it, like, tonight. Like, I'm like that. I'm very random with it.
Yo, Chris, have you ever tried DMT?
I don't even know what... I don't even know what DMT is.
You don't know what DMT is?
No.
Seriously?
No.
I know what DMT is, but I don't know how to explain it. It's a type of... So you know how weed has THC in it? DMT is a property of a drug. I'm not exactly sure which drug. I think it's a bunch of drugs, actually. Is a hallucinogenic tryptamine drug that occurs naturally in many plants and animals.
Animals? What animals?
Frogs.
And skinks?
It's called California Psychedelic. Some California Psychedelic Frog. Have you watched The Weeknd's new album?
No.
You should see. He licks a frog, and you'll get his whole
Oh,
vibe from there.
that. Okay, fine. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. All right. Do you want to go first? You want me to?
So we're going with the original rules here, Chris.
Yes, of course.
So that means
First
you
back
only
to
pick
me.
up one.
8. Go. Yeah, original rules. Only pick up one. No stacking.
Yeah.
You know it is what it is. Skip you. 0. Green. Oh God. Okay, your turn.
Go.
Your turn. I can't get that song stuck out of my head. So I've been listening to some new artists recently. Night Lol is one of them. Have you heard of any of his music?
I don't think so, actually.
His music goes hard, bro. Goes hella hard. Carl Scrubby, Mike Stud, these kind of artists all have bangers, bro. All got bangers. All got bangers. All have bangers. So like I want to like post my Spotify playlist online, and let people just check it out, but I spent a lot of time putting those 150 songs there. And some of them are so random. Like I have like the first song in the whole thing is a French song. So then like the last one is very random.
Oh, who's the artist again?
Of
Who are you talking about?
Carl Scrubby, Mike Stud, Night Lol. These peeps.
I don't know who you were talking about.
5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10.
Going with 10 cards now?
It was 10 before also.
It was 10 before.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
Alright. What color is it?
I feel bad for Modi. There are a lot of memes about him now.
What did he do?
His speech.
Blue.
His speech was too long. What is this? You said no stacking.
Yeah, there's no stacking, but your turn gets skipped. You can't play, and then I play another one.
Fine.
You can't play. Then I play blue.
Fine. Skip you. Skip you. Reverse back to me. Draw 2. Color is green. Green, man. Green.
Go.
Reverse back to me. 9. I have high hopes for this game. 3. And my high hopes are gone. And they're gone again. Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
Fuck this
I was
game.
planning on doing that from the start, but I was just waiting for the right moment to do it.
Man, my head is hurting for no reason today. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I'm gonna.
It is
just,
summer. Are you having water?
I feel like I'm
like
gonna yak.
I woke up this morning and I was so dehydrated. I'm feeling so dehydrated now.
It's not about being dehydrated. I've never been I've never been in the need of water or the fan of water. But like I've been sleeping at like 4:30 in the morning these days. I don't know why. I've been having
Yeah,
late
but what time did you
nights.
wake up today? 1. You had enough sleep though.
I know, but like I don't know. I think it's because I'm sleeping late and waking up late that I'm feeling like drowsy.
True. You know what helps is just some physical exercise. Like that's the only
Stop
reason.
trying to get me to go to the gym.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's the only reason why I'm not feeling that sleepy. Would you rather say? It's because I'm just working out and doing stuff.
I wish we had a jacuzzi. I would just sit in there with the hot water. and
Go
just
into our pool. It's
relax.
like a furnace.
It's not hot right now.
It is actually. Like you think when you jump in the middle of the day, you think the water is gonna be nice and cool. You jump in and all your hopes are shattered. All right, this is stuck.
Sad moments for us. But when are we gonna have Mr. Spice back on? I think we'll have Mr. Spice back on Monday. Not
Ooh.
today. Today the biryani itself was spicy enough.
I wonder how people would react. You know, so the US is not on a mandatory lockdown like how we are, meaning like stay home, don't go out type of vibe. Like
Yeah, all my friends are going out and buying beer and everything, enjoying life.
exactly. So like the US, Joe Rogan was having Elon Musk after his son was born, which is very recent. I wish we could start having some guests on
I
the
don't want
podcast.
Elon Musk to come on here and say, "What's your problem with my microchips?" I would tell him exactly. I've seen enough movies to know that microchips in your brain is a bad idea. Are you struggling there?
Yeah, I don't want to ruin your table.
It's already ruined. It's already ruined. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna get any worse. I put too much
just
tape.
kept it in black, my god.
No. This was nice. This was nice. This is a nice texture. Nice.
We should
color.
have put like some white paint and made it look like a galaxy.
We can put white paint.
Yeah, but now it's got all of this.
We still can put white paint. We can put clouds here, and we can put clouds here and be like hell, heaven, things like we can be creative. It can happen. Anything can happen.
So, Chris,
Very curious on the mic levels. Yes, tell me.
what does red signify?
Blood,
Emotion. In
anger,
emotion. Yellow.
sadness,
Green.
calm. Isn't it calm?
Yellow is happiness, by the way.
Fuck, I gotta rethink my whole life now. Yellow's happiness? I thought it was sadness.
Because yellow reminds you of the sun.
Yeah, but
which
the
is-
sun does not make me happy. It makes me feel hot and sad.
Have you ever wondered what blue means?
Blue is calm, I'm pretty sure.
Blue is as well.
Adam and Eve says the table's looking good. See? People like the table.
Nah.
People like it, bro. You can't diss on the table. It's nicely done. However, the wire management I've done is not so great.
Yeah, that is the case.
That is unfortunate, but it's slowly getting better. I wonder if I can. Oh yeah, this works now. Are you not gonna shuffle?
No, I'm not gonna shuffle shite. So, Chris,
Mm-hmm.
what's the most drunk you've ever been? Like, obviously, you went to Intercontinental, and that was a trip for you, but besides that,
The most drunk I've ever been was Sisha Fate 2017. 2017? Yeah, 2016 or 17. After the Sisha Fate, I went to a friend's house named Matanen, and he hosted a house party. And oh man, I have some stories for that night. So that's when I first met this guy named Sahil Reddy, and him and I were just like vibing for the first, we meeting for the first time, chilling and everything. And him and I were just like, hanging around and everything. And the party went on, and at this time, like, I was pretty innocent. Like, I didn't really drink, I didn't really smoke, I didn't really do anything. But as soon as people started offering things to me, I was like, okay, okay, okay. So like, I took a cigarette, I took some booze and everything. And what ended up happening was I was introduced to this pink vodka. Okay, it was like triple X. It had triple X written on the front. Do you remember that bottle? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I don't think so.
You would have never had it, but you might have seen it. It's not around Chennai anymore. Like, you can't find it anymore. But it was hella good. You put some of that with some Coke. Oh, it was too good. So what ended up happening was I made one drink. One drink turned into 10 within 45 minutes. And after that, I could hear people screaming downstairs, "Who drank all the vodka?" and everything. I was like, "Oh shit, that was me." So I started to pass. So this guy had 3 floors. He had a terrace, he had a second floor, a first floor, and a ground floor. So I passed out on every single floor. And I started passing out in people's laps. I started passing out in, bean bags and everything. And then around 1 o'clock in the morning, burgers come around. Like, food, finally, something we can eat. So my friend Sahil brings me a burger. Now, keep in mind, this burger has paper wrapped around it, okay? I didn't think to remove the paper wrap. I woke up in the morning pulling paper out of my mouth. Like, I was so disgusted with myself. Like, I was full. I was content and everything. I didn't puke that night, nothing. I had a good time. But I was pulling fucking McDonald's paper wrapper out of my mouth. And I was like, oh, gross. But yeah, that's the most drunk I've ever been. Without, like, passing out. Second time would be my birthday.
Ooh.
From last year.
Yeah, that was
Nicely
that
puked
was-
and then kept going.
that was.
And
that was
then the
something.
most recent time was at Intercontinental. But I don't normally drink. I don't have the tolerance to drink, but I can keep going. I can probably outdrink most people who drink often.
I think you have the record for most pass outs, though.
Yeah, I do. I have the record. I could totally pass out and then sleep peacefully. Like,
I don't know how he does it. Like, honestly, when someone is puking, like, you have to be careful that they don't, like, put themselves in a dangerous situation where they choke on their puke or something. But you do it by yourself. You puke, you do what you do, and then we go for dinner.
And I
And
just
then
get into bed. But when
yeah,
I
You
usually
had a shower.
I had a shower and I changed my clothes and I removed my Apple Watch and everything. Now, keep in mind, I'm piss drunk when I'm doing this. And I removed everything. My Apple Watch didn't get wet, nothing. And then got into bed, got myself clean and everything. Of course, when I woke up in the morning, those clothes that I changed out of were not so clean anymore. But
Well,
I was clean. What I was wearing
disgusting.
was clean. But yeah, it got better. But yeah, I don't need help when I've become very independent when, I'm on substances. I don't actually, I'd rather be alone when I'm drinking or smoking or doing anything.
Yeah, but drinking is a depressant.
Yeah, it is 100%.
I don't.
It's
no one
an
should drink alone.
aggressive depressant. But no, I enjoy drinking alone. I'd rather drink alone than with a group because honestly, when I'm drinking, I get very irritable. Like when people start talking, I just be like, oh my god, shut up. And that too, when people have high pitched voices, it's just even worse for me.
Hello, my name is
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, like that, I would probably flip out. I wouldn't enjoy it at all. I sad I can't ask you these questions. You're not even of drinking age.
Gotta wait a couple of years.
Couple, more like. Oh
A
yeah,
year.
2 years. No,
I
1
can't
year.
drink. I can't drink in India, but fuck that. I'm going to
You're
Singapore.
not Indian,
I'm
bro.
going
You're
to Sing-
American.
I'm
You
going
drink
to-
follow American laws. Oh no, America's
Even
21.
America's 21.
Oh, sad.
Yeah,
sad
but that's not how
seasons.
it works. Like I'm going to Singapore, because you can drink at 18. So I think Dad's going to take me there for my 18th birthday. Get pissed drunk and then come back.
Get a hangover on the airplane. You know, I've never had a hangover my whole life. Never.
I had something similar to that. Obviously, not with alcohol. Like, have you ever like had so much sugar?
Mm-mm. I
Once
live on
you've had-
sugar.
Once you have too much sugar, like, apparently people say like it replicates a hangover.
Nah, I've never had a hangover. Never had a sugar high. I mean, I've had sugar highs, but I've never had a sugar hangover. And what you're talking about, I know what you're talking about.
And yeah, it's not fun though.
It's like the opposite effect of a mochaccino. Like it like drains you. Like you can feel your eyes are very heavy also. Like for me, you can see that I'm getting dark circles from sleeping so late and everything. But
You're getting dark circles from sleeping late.
yeah,
Isn't it
bro.
when you-
No,
when
if
you
my
don't get enough sleep?
if my sleep pattern changes, I get dark circles.
I never get dark circles because I'm dark.
I'm not commenting on that racist remark.
Watch the Singapore Grand Prix. Watch the Singapore. You gotta take me to watch the Singapore Grand Prix. I can watch it all I want on YouTube. Oh,
Why don't you
of-
watch it drunk?
Speaking of the Singapore Grand Prix, Chris, this is not gonna interest you a lot.
I saw some
'cause-
changes.
Yeah, because it is racing related.
Some changes.
Sainz moves to Ferrari from McLaren, and the person to take McLaren's spot is Ricardo, partnering up with Lando Norris, and Sainz is partnering up with Charles Leclerc for 2 years. Vettel is currently doesn't have a seat, but obviously with someone of his caliber, it's very easy for him to get a seat. And yeah, I don't know.
He's had many sugar hangovers after the birthday party.
I don't know if you're referring to me or to Chris.
Because I don't remember eating any birthday cake after my birthdays.
I actually don't like birthday cake.
I hate birthday cake in India. I hate it. But you know what? If you have birthday cake in the US, it's amazing.
I like Amelie's birthday cake.
Mm.
Like they have that Ferrero Rocher, like that cake. You.
I think I'm over cake. Yes, we are twinning. I think I'm over. And this was unplanned, by the way.
Yeah,
I wore it first. Of course, he copied me.
I've been
but-
wearing this all day.
Okay, so
I slept in this.
I didn't copy him. But you slept in that, so you haven't showered or changed.
Yeah, because I have plans after that require sweaty work.
Right. So what was I saying?
I think you were talking about
Brain fart.
brain farts.
No.
The head.
Oh, you were talking about the sugar highs. Yeah, I think I'm over. I think I'm over cake at this point. I don't think I'm into sugar as much as I used to be. Like when I was younger, and there's this thing called super size in the U.S. Have you heard of it, Dylan?
No.
Where they have a king size Snickers bar. It's this big. It's this big. And it's like $1.50, I think. Or now it must be more, but like it's this big. I used to buy like 3-4 of those and just eat the whole thing. So like, yeah.
By the way, so Vettel is currently not confirmed on any seat that we know of. Renault still has a seat open, which Vettel might take. Hopefully not, because I don't want him to be in Renault. But there are some predictions on who will join Renault, like Alonso. He might come back from retirement for another year, like Michael Schumacher, or Nico Hülkenberg might get his seat back. Still a lot of speculation on that. But apparently people are saying, it's not confirmed, but people are saying that Mercedes has offered him a seat with Lewis Hamilton.
They're all rumors. I love rumors. They make me happy.
I mean, some of it's true. Like, Ricardo moving to McLaren, that was a shock to me. I didn't think that would happen. I'm glad it happened, but it was a shock to me. Didn't think he would do that. His second new chapter.
What
to
is
his
what
life.
is happening with the motorsport industry now? Are they starting it up again?
So a lot of countries are coming up with their own regulations. Like during all of this, there's still the Rotax karting championship going on in Brazil. So there's still some motorsport going
But
on.
I think
but
Brazil's had a huge outbreak recently. No, I was checking on
I'm
Facebook.
not sure. I'm not gonna hold myself to anything. I haven't checked that up.
I legit
But
just saw
Formula
today.
One is planning on starting on July 5th, with no audience, and the UK has already said that all the races for 2020 is not gonna have any audience. Austria, I think, has said the same thing. I'm not sure. Singapore probably will be behind closed doors as well.
Yeah, Brazil reports reports a record daily rise in infections.
A record daily?
Mm-hmm.
Only of Brazil or like all of
It's just
coronavirus?
Brazil. It's just Brazil. It
Okay.
says Brazil. Which is sad, you know. Rio.
Corona.
Apparently, Vettel has rejected the McLaren deal. Ooh.
Yeah. So, apparently, there's a lot of stuff going on with McLaren.
Just so you guys know, before he continues, we're talking about Formula One. We're not talking about random things. Like, just so you guys can get caught up. And Formula One is race cars. Yeah, because some people ask, like, what are you guys talking about?
McLaren had given. So McLaren had 3 offers out. They had the first offer was for Vettel, and Vettel turned it down. Then it was for Ricardo, and Ricardo joined. But if I'm not wrong, Sainz had a counter offer for Ricardo. So if he wanted to stay in McLaren, that was his counter offer, a counter contract, whatever you want to say, to Ricardo's. But he got a seat in Ferrari, so he was like, nope, I'm good, going to the faster team.
Ferrari.
The Ferrari.
You talk so much shit about Ferrari. Where's the Lamborghini Formula One, no?
Lamborghini is not fast enough.
Exactly. Where are they? You talk
Ferrari-
so much shit about Ferrari, but they're the only one with the Formula One team. Lamborghini's not even there. Renault's there, and Lamborghini's not there.
Chris, you know how long Ferrari's not been a world championship team?
That's
leading
okay, but
team?
they're there, no. They're
So?
there. You know how long they've been in that industry now?
Mercedes is like killing it.
This is true, but Mercedes is like,
I hate Mercedes. I don't like. The
they're
Mercedes
stepping up
car.
in their game.
I
Stepping
don't like
up.
the Mercedes car, but it's just overpowered. But 2022 season, it was supposed to start 2021 where they have the new rules and regulations. But 2022, it's when it's starting. They delayed it because of Corona. But yeah, that is when it is happening. 2022, and we'll see which teams will be on top.
I miss watching sports.
Man, sports has taken a huge hit. Man, everything's taken a huge hit.
Everybody's taking a huge hit. You know, people were supposed to be starting their lives this year also. People who are just leaving college or were just looking for placements in work. It's all stopped. There are people who have just finished their college courses, and I was just talking to them. They're like, bro, like, I'm stuck at home. Like, I should be working by now. I should be, living on my own. I've been working for this, like, my whole life. And, like, they're like, I'm stuck at home. I'm like, would you relax? You're stuck at home. It's not like you're stuck in another state with no job, no nothing. It's not like you've already moved.
Like there's a lot
Like,
of
you're
people.
stuck at
There's a
home.
lot of people that are stuck out of their house, and
Like,
that's
I
a
have
heavy
a
one.
friend who shifted before they got job placement
Why'd they do that?
because they had an offer letter from 2 different places and they didn't say anything, and they were both from the same city, so they decided to shift there and then take up the offer. Then COVID hit. They lost. They couldn't take either offer. Now they're stuck there.
Yeah, but who in the right mind would move before the like that offer could have been fake?
No, it wasn't fake. They had legitimate offers, but they're stuck there now. No job, and their parents have to send money and pay rent for that place now.
It's a heavy one.
It's a heavy situation. But yeah, for those of you who are at home, stop complaining. At least you're at home. You know, you're your parents' problems right now.
You know the problem with businesses now? They rely on customers, and because people are getting less payment and don't have the money, everything gets affected. Like the whole cycle. It's customer distribution and so forth, factory work, whatever. All of that gets stopped because there's low distribution, there's not enough customers to pay for everything, and the employees don't get work.
But there's no money.
There is money.
People
but
are running out of money.
There is money, but there's not enough going around now.
2
Moment of
years,
silence.
guys. 2 years. It's going to take the world 2 years to recover from this. People who are
Until the vaccine is out.
the poverty rate is going to be so fucking high after this. It's going to be so high. It's not even funny. We're going to lose a huge portion of the world population due to starvation and lack of funds, more than what it is already.
I think it's going to come down to a point where if we can't find a vaccine for this, as I said, herd immunity, which is not proven, and it won't be proven until further notice. But it's going to come to a point where everyone's just going to live that simple life, hunt for their own food, regrow their own food, and take what they've learned and apply it.
Start shitting in a bucket. I need fertilizer.
Or use their own shit as fertilizer. People do that.
Yeah. Can you imagine eating a tomato that I grew with my shit?
I forgot what video that was. There was a video of that.
With Big Bang Theory.
You and Big Bang Theory.
I love it, bro. It's such.
You should
it's so
watch
good.
Ozark.
You mentioned this yesterday. I haven't yet looked at it.
It's really good. Alright, why don't we
The vaccine is out. You are not correct. You need to go back to Google and check again. There is no vaccine. If there was, there would be no lockdown. Everybody would be allowed to leave their homes to go get the vaccine also. There's no vaccine. You're wrong. There are studies going on for a vaccine.
They're scouting for a vaccine.
They're scouting for. They've seen a lot of potential possibilities for a vaccine.
But there's nothing confirmed.
There's nothing confirmed, and
it
there's
won't
nothing
be
out.
for a very long time.
Yeah, and if you want to fact check us, just go look at the WHO webpage that you have very clearly stated there's no vaccine yet. And they're the ones working on it. So, yeah. But to further that, they have said that, vaccines for previous diseases are looking more promising. Like the Ebola disease, I think there was a part of the vaccine they used for that that's looking promising for COVID-19. But no, there's no vaccine. So this is going to be our last Uno game. Dillon's won 2. I've won 0. This is the third game.
I think out of all the times we played Uno, which is pretty much every stream, I think there's only one day you had like a winning streak over me.
Alright, I'm going first because you won.
Because I won, you're going first?
That's messed up. Oh, fuck. Okay. Blue. Uno.
Wait. 3, 6,
He's like, oh.
9.
Buddy, there's no vaccine. If there was, Dillon would probably be
15.
calling you over.
Wait, 15?
15. Dillon, if there was a vaccine, would you call Daddy at home?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, see?
Have him on the podcast.
Otherwise, you would not be sitting at your home, being having your phone taken away from you, and
See, this is a
changing
very
Instagram
tough spot
accounts.
for me because I don't know what color you have. Signs point to blue.
I win, and we're nearing the end of our podcast today, and I cannot believe I won one game
Out
one
of
game
3.
out of 3. That was just luck. If it wasn't those 15 cards, I probably would have lost.
I was so hoping for +4.
What cards did you have? I'm so curious.
I had a bunch of shit. The only thing out of all of that was good was a wild card.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. It's the unfortunate part of Uno. That's why Uno is half luck, half skill.
I think the luck part of it is what cards you will get, and the skill part of it is
How you place them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, remember that time where you got really pissed off because you had 2 swap hands?
Yeah, that was gay. Not the sexuality version of gay, like just the fact that it was gay. Like, it was messed up. Like I couldn't deal with it. I got super pissed.
Man, you're talking about a group right now? Chris, have you ever tried DMT? Watch Joe Rogan. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna email Kenny Sebastian.
You're gonna email Kenny? Go for it.
I'm gonna mention
Email
Kabir.
Naveen as well.
I'm gonna mention Kabir and be like, bro, do you remember?
Bro,
this
if they
guy?"
have them on, like full, everything is gonna be upgraded here just for that. Make sure everything is good.
Yeah, we're gonna change the colors from red to blue to green to yellow.
We're gonna switch it from red to blue to Naveen and Richard.
Yeah, so we have this idea. Every single guest that we have, whenever they come to our house,
Sorry.
whenever they come to our house after COVID-19, we want them to sign their name on a part of the table. By the way, I just decided this just now. By the way, I hope you're okay with it. Whenever we have a guest
Yeah.
on, when they come to the house, they should sign their name here so we can have all the guests we've ever had show up on our table as well.
Hopefully we get big enough to a point where we have a studio and we don't have to have people coming over. I mean, like Aditya and Aman, like they're, let's just say they're influencers, right? Because they have a following on Instagram. We can have them on because I'm friends with them. It's different that way. Whereas we can't have Naveen and Kenny show up to some random ass person's house.
Correct. That's why we need a separate space for ourselves. So with that said, you guys, we are going to be saying bye-bye for today's podcast. Dylan, is there anything else you want to say?
Good night.
Today's the last day.
As the podcast
And then we see you guys on Monday.
on the Monday.
Monday Blues. With that said, we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we will, be back on Monday. So with that said, bye.